Okay, what we have here is the Pioneer AVH 2330NEX or NEX. So when I got this, I was thinking about, well, I wish I had a stock stereo with the screen on it, the upgrade, because I had just the basic stereo in it. But then I started looking around and thought, well, I get way more for less money than the stock screen stereo, the upgraded stock stereo or upgraded Chrysler stereo, by getting one of these Pioneers. So, and I love this, and this is pretty much, they all do similar things, and you just get a few extra bells and whistles for a few $100 more. This one is $3.99 at Best Buy, and right now they have a free install for that. So they install it all with the wiring and everything, and there are a couple things you need to get, like a wiring harness and stuff that goes to the stereo, that goes into the Jeep. So there are a few extra expenses there, maybe up to $100 or so. But what happens is you've got a handful of things here. So this is HD radio. So here's my radio, and I got my steering wheel controls, so I can switch the stations from back here behind the stereo and the volume, so they hook that up, and all that's good there. Or you can flip channels here and go between the stations.
And also,
so there's your HD radio for whatever you got. 3 FM 1, 2, and 3 full of stations. And then, so basic stereo, you got all that stuff. Also, you have a DVD player or CD player or MP3 player, whatever you want. It's got Sirius XM ready, all baked in as part of it, so you can put a DVD in there and watch it. And you can watch it on screen unless you're driving, of course, then it's not going to play on screen. But there's also, look on my reviews, you'll see another shortcut for that. There's a little adapter you can get for $15, which allows you to, the passenger or whatever, to watch it while you're driving. So you don't want that, it's not safe, but in case you have kids that need to see it while you're driving. Okay, other option is you plug in your iPhone via this little cable that runs up the back of the stereo, and it just comes, I had them bring it out down here at the bottom so I could put my phone down there and forget about it. There it is, and I don't need to touch it. And magically, here you go. You have your iPhone up here on the Pioneer. This is Apple Play, CarPlay, so this is great. It works the same with any Apple Play screen like this that has Apple CarPlay. And so you've got your phone, you can go in and...
Would you like to make a call or check your voicemail?
So you can talk to Siri that way and go back and forth and check your text messages or whatever. Go back to the home. You can play your music. So you can push this and say, take me to 109 Beach Street.
Getting directions to Bench Cove Draper.
Apple navigation is built in. So I have no idea where that is, but I don't care either. And you have your apps built in. So here's all the apps that are compatible with Apple CarPlay. So I can listen to my Audible books, play Spotify, which I do frequently. So I go here, go to my library in Spotify, go to my playlist, songs or albums or whatever, so you can get to all that kind of stuff, and I love that in Spotify, and get to my Spotify stuff. Again, you get all your Apple navigation here.
Starting
so you can
route to Bench Cove.
And, okay. So you can push the button and hold it to use Siri, or push the button and get to the home, CBS News, other stuff, Google Play, Apple Music, etc. So this is great. So this is a true hands-free. Use Siri while you drive. She shows everything on the screen. If you look at your text messages, you won't see them.
To whom should I send your message?
But she'll read them, and you can dictate to them. So you're not going to be able to scroll through your text messages because you don't want to do that while you're driving. But she's good at telling you, here's who your message is from. Do you want to reply? Yes. And you tell her what you want to say. She repeats it back to you, and you say yes to send it. So actually great. Works out great. So actually, I wasn't sure how much I'd like Apple CarPlay when I got this, but I got it in case I did like it. I love it more than I ever thought I would because I use it all the time. I use Spotify for all my music. I use my phone, I use my text messages, all that stuff while I drive, and it's just very convenient and very easy rather than being tempted to pick up the phone and look at the phone and use the phone. So it's much safer, and it's much more enjoyable to use on the screen like this rather than trying to mess with your little phone and see stuff while you're driving. So overall, Pioneer NEX AVH 2330. I love it. It's great and does everything I wanted to do. If you wanted to spend another $300, you could get the wireless version, so you wouldn't have to do this. You wouldn't have to plug that in. You could just get in the car and it would sense the Wi-Fi. It would go over Wi-Fi and connect you. But let me get rid of that. But I don't really care about that. And I just step in the car and I just plug it in and set my phone down. It's all I need. It's not worth $300 to me to be able to just get in and set my phone down anyway. Might as well just plug it in. So there are other things that this will do. If I go back to the main menu, so here's my AV inputs. I can go to Sirius XM, of course, go to auxiliary input, car sources, other features, power off, camera view, so I can go look and see my camera in the back, rear view. So Bluetooth, of course, it automatically hooks up to your Bluetooth phone when you get in the car, so it'll automatically do Bluetooth. So even if you don't want to plug it in, you can just do Bluetooth. Won't give you all the Apple CarPlay stuff, but it's just like any other Bluetooth. So go back to Apple CarPlay. Here's all my Apple stuff. Let's see, anything else? Pandora, of course, is part of it. And here are your main things up here: disc, Bluetooth, Pandora, Spotify, and a USB if you want to plug in and listen to some stuff off of USB or watch a movie off USB. Overall, great product, and I love it. It sounds good. Even with these crappy stock speakers, stereo sounds better than the stock stereo did before I switched it out. So I would recommend it for anybody. It's a good product. So I definitely would recommend this. I give it probably an 8 out of 10, just because it does everything I wanted it to do, and there's a few things it could do better. But overall, I'm very pleased.